I've been writing for more than 500 days in a row, and today I wanted to share my learnings with creating a continuous writing habit. Hello, everyone. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Natalie. I'm a productivity enthusiast, growth marketer, and author. On my channel, I talk a lot about how you can stay consistent with your writing. I also talk about marketing and writing, of course. But before we begin, I wanted to ask how many of you guys have consistent writing routine? Do you write every day, or how often do you write nowadays? Let me know in the comments and I will, get back to you. I understand that writing every day can seem daunting, but it doesn't have to be. So the background to why I started writing every day is because, I dream of having a long and successful writing career. And that is why I decided to try to start writing every day. And after I've been doing that for, I don't know, for a few months, I actually took a year off from work to focus on my writing and to study creative writing classes at university. It was such an amazing journey, and it also enabled me to, create a productive writing routine and habit with my writing. But now I'm back at work at my full-time job and I'm still here, still writing every day. And that is what I want to talk about today. How you can write despite having a full-time job. One of the key ingredients for me to create this writing habit and to keep the momentum going is to have a solid morning routine or a solid routine for productivity. What do I mean by that? Well, I read the book Atomic Habits, and that one helped me understanding that you can create these small things that will help you enhance your productivity and your mental capacity, your capacity to focus. So each and every day my productivity routine is that as soon as I get up in the morning, I meditate for 15 minutes, then I take my coffee, and after that usually I sit down and write. Most days I do intermittent fasting, so I don't want to eat anything yet, and I don't want to drink too much coffee either, because that will just make me, too much energy, I guess. But then around lunchtime, I need something more to focus. I eat my lunch and then I take my Magic Mind shot. Magic Mind is a mental performance shot with a lot of great ingredients that will help you, enhance your performance throughout the day. It makes you think faster, it reduces your stress. I've been taking the shot now for more than a week, and I've noticed that with time, it actually helped me focus a lot more. And I guess the best part with taking the shot is that I don't need as much caffeine as I used to in the afternoon, like after lunch, because I'm really interested in health and productivity. I don't want to drink coffee too late in the afternoon because that will make me sleep worse. And if I sleep bad, then I won't be as productive the day after. So usually I try to not drink coffee after 2, but since I started to take the Magic Mind shots, I don't even need to take coffee after lunch. This will sustain me and keep me going all afternoon and keep me focused. I'm super happy that I tried this. Because, the problem is there are so many distractions throughout the day that tries to grab our attention. So keeping focused and ending up in hyper focus, which I need to do to be able to, write and have a full-time job and do a bunch of other things, that can be super hard. And coffee is such an easy, quick fix when you feel tired. But I don't want to, it's so easy that it becomes a bad habit. If you drink coffee too late, then you sleep worse, then you drink more coffee the day after. I talk a lot about this in a video that I made about the book Why We Sleep, so I'll link it in the description box if you're curious. But yeah, the author and scientist Matthew Walker talks a lot about this in his book Why We Sleep. So if you want to learn more about sleep and productivity, read this book. It's really great. So I've been drinking this for about a week now, and I've really noticed the difference. I guess the biggest difference is that I don't need to drink as much coffee after lunch anymore. Still feel focused and energized despite not drinking as much caffeine, which is really, really good. But yeah, when it comes to productivity, there are no quick fixes. And the Magic Mind shot, it's made from organically grown mushrooms, carnosine, cetisoldine, match, and it also has the nano encapsulating technology that makes the ingredients, bioabsorbable in the body. And if you want to try this, there are more than 200 studies made on the shot, so it's backed by science. It's really great. I definitely recommend it. Magic Mind actually reached out to me. I'm so happy that they saw my channel here on YouTube. They reached out to me and asked if I wanted to try their product. And I said, yeah, of course. I'm super interested in productivity and I want to have things, I want to add things to my routine that can make me even more productive. So I'm super happy that they're sponsoring this video. Thank you so much. And if you guys want to try the Magic Mind Shot, I will leave the link to them in the description box. And if you use my code, you will also get a discount. So try it and let me know what you think. But yeah, let's get back to my writing routine. So why is it important to write every day? Well, for me, writing every day is, I need the momentum to stay in the story, especially when I write my first drafts. I need to stay in the story and be present. And that is why writing continuously, preferably every day, really helps me, immerse myself in the world I'm creating. I think it's Stephen King that says that if he does not finish a novel in 3 months, the novel will, the story will die because he doesn't get the momentum and it won't become any good. And I'm a little bit the same. If I write a little bit now and a little bit in 2 months and don't write in between, I will forget what the story is about, and it won't be as good, at least for me. So that is why I think creating this momentum is so important. It also helps me not never get stuck in my writing. I haven't experienced writer's block ever since I started writing every day. I continuously come up with new ideas for my writing because, in the back of my mind, despite, no matter what I'm doing, there's always some story brewing. It also helps me improve my writing skills because, the more you write, the better you become. And I think, like, it has enhanced my creativity a lot more, and yeah, I love it. I went from writing one book in 10 years to writing 5 books in 1 year. So, I write a lot more now that I have a daily writing routine. And I'm not the only one who writes every day. There are authors like Stephen King, Haruki Murakami, and Maya Angelou. All of them have a daily writing routine where they write continuously all the time. And I talk a lot about, I've tried different famous authors' writing routines. I can add a link to the playlist if you're curious about that. But it's really, really cool to see what happens when you get momentum. Like a parallel that you can draw is once if you want to get in shape and let's say you want to run a marathon or whatever, like you have to continuously run and exercise and do these things because otherwise you'll never be able to do the entire race. I think it's the same a little bit with writing. Like if you continuously try to improve yourself, and no, you don't have to do it every day, but somewhat regularly is preferable, if you ask me. And I guess now that I'm back at my full-time job again, it becomes a lot more important for me to have these, like, I don't know what to call it, maybe a support system of productive habits and stuff like that, so that I sleep for 8 hours a day. There's only 8 hours left to do all the other things like working out, writing, preparing food, hanging out with people. So that makes it even more important that I have this like system with productivity and ways for me to get into focus quite quickly. I like one thing that I've started to, or that I've basically stopped doing now that I work again, is I don't watch as much TV anymore. I do watch a little bit TV, but not as much as I used to because there's no time for it. I'd rather spend my time writing or reading a great book than, scrolling social media or watching some shows that I probably don't even like on Netflix. So a little bit with priorities as well now that I'm back to work again. So now you're wondering how to get started. How can you, how can you get into this momentum of writing every day? The first step is to set realistic goals. And what do I mean by that? Well, if you want to run a marathon, you don't start the first day by running 30K if you've never run before. Of course not. You have to start small. It's much, much, much better for you to write one sentence a day or 5 minutes a day than to write 3 hours every half year, you know. So try to start small and like choose an amount of time that you can write that is achievable each and every day. And yes, it's okay for you to write a lot more if you want to, but you have to be able, like, this is the bare minimum that you can write. So choose something and start small, because it's a lot better for you to gain momentum and actually doing it, because it takes 66 days to create a daily habit. According to James Clear, he has a post on his website that says that it takes 66 days for us to create a habit so that it becomes automatic, and it's easier to do the habit than to not do the habit. And another like great learning from his book Atomic Habits is that if you shift your mindset, so if I shift my mindset from I want to write a book to I'm a writer, then I can ask myself when, you know, when I'm hesitating, when I have a rough day, I can ask myself, what would a writer do? A professional writer would sit down at their desk and write if they have a headache or whatever. And that's like that mindset might be what sets you apart and what pushes you through the day. So that is definitely something I recommend that you try doing. What would the person I want to become do? Like if I want to be a healthy person, what would a healthy person do in this situation? Yeah, well, they would take the bike to where they're going. They wouldn't take the car, for example. So try to think like that and start small. Because, you know, the goal is consistency, not perfection. It's better to write a small amount every day than to write a lot inconsistently. And the next step is for you to create a writing schedule. So figure out what time of day works best for you with your writing. Do you want to write in the mornings, in the afternoons? Can you write 15 minutes during your lunch break? Or maybe, you know, at the subway on your phone. Think about when it's possible for you to write and schedule it in your calendar. Because when we schedule things, something happens. The thing that happens is that mentally we say that this thing is important to me, so I'm going to put it down as a meeting in my calendar. Do that for yourself and, you know, tell people around you. Well, no, I can't have a coffee that time because that's my writing time, or I have a meeting with myself. I'm gonna write. Another thing that you can do is you can think about if you want to create or if you want to have a dedicated writing space. Maybe you have a room or, you know, an office back home, or maybe you can write at a cafe or whatever. And also think about what kind of tools you need for you to be able to write the best way that you can. Some people prefer to write on their computer, other people start by writing by hand. Some people even dictate their first drafts. There are no rights and wrongs here. Think about what you need and what will work for you. And yeah, there are, you know, great writing programs. Personally, I use Scrivener. I love it, but it is a learning curve if you want to get all the features out of it. So if you're new to writing, then maybe just start by writing, I would say, and then buy the more fancy programs. And if you don't know what to write, try writing prompts or do like challenges, join NaNoWriMo. And some of the challenges that you may encounter is time constraints. If you think that you don't have time to write, the hard truth is you probably have time, but you just have to find the small, you know, if you want to write a book, you don't have to have 3 hours to write. You know, take 5 minutes while you wait for your colleague to join the meeting, or, you know, take 10 minutes during your lunch break. Try to find these smaller pockets of time and, you know, see if there is something that you can take away from that you are doing today. Like for me, watching TV don't really need that as much, so it doesn't bring me that much joy. I'd rather write or read. So that was something that I could not spend as much time on. And if you feel a lack of inspiration, you know, you Google writing prompts. There are a million great writing prompts out there. They can really, really help spark the inspiration, and it can also help you overcome writer's block. And if you still feel uninspired, I recommend that you read The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. That will really, really help me when I needed it. And if you encounter self-doubt, let me tell you, we all do. from time to time. And I don't know, it's like when you encounter self-doubt or imposter syndrome or stuff like that, it's probably because you're growing and because you're getting better. So don't be discouraged. Try to talk to other writers and get support from them. Or, reach out to me here on YouTube, whatever. Don't stop writing. Keep on going. You got this. So some strategies to stay persistent is accountability. You can join writing groups or find a writing buddy. Rewards, you can set up rewards for yourself that when you reach the halfway point in your first draft, you'll get a cake or whatever you want to do. But, set up milestones and goals and actually celebrate when you reach them. Another great strategy is to actually use a journal and to do journaling. You can do gratitude journaling, you can do whatever kind of journal you want to, but that really, really helps to just stay persistent throughout, because writing books are hard. It's exhausting, but it will be worth it also. And to maintain momentum, you need to celebrate your achievements and, share your process with other people. That's what I've been doing here on YouTube and on my social medias. I've been talking to other people saying, hey, I've been writing every day for XYZ. And that really has helped me to appreciate how far I've come. And, try to understand that writing every day or writing continuously, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's okay to just write one sentence every now and then. It's okay to feel tired. And for me, this is, a lifelong adventure, lifelong challenge. I want to write every day for the rest of my life and try to embrace the process and enjoy the journey. Each day, you're a step closer to your dream. So in conclusion, writing daily improves your skills, your creativity, your momentum, and it can help you get from dreaming about becoming a writer to being a published author. Having a routine that boosts productivity is so important if you want to write long term, because there will be days when it's harder to write. And that is why I recommend Magic Mind, who are so kindly sponsoring this video. Please try their product and you'll get your personal discount. I'll leave the links in the description box. Check that out. And start today. Don't start tomorrow. Do it today. I believe in you. Talk to you soon. Bye.